Today we have two wonderful artists. We have Sabine from Germany, and we have Minh, and Minh is from Vietnam/Poland. Right now is in Poland. So what I'd like to do today is maybe have the sessions just be 25 minutes, and the last 5 minutes of that hour. Last time there was some really neat artwork that you were doing. I'd like to just show your artwork for those of you that are working along with the two brand ambassadors. So with that, Sabine, would you like to, hello Sabine, and would you like to start?
Hello, John, and hello tonight to all over the world. I'm happy and honored and to show you my fab card and my fab palette. And I'm happy to be a brand ambassador here from Daniel Smith. That's a very good thing. So that's my color palette. And you see the colors here in this chart. Go, here's the buff titanium, aureolin, quinacridone gold, Aussie red gold, anthraquinoid scarlet, opera pink, quina purple, cobalt blue, king's royal blue, lavender, ultramarine turquoise, sub green, and this is jaded genuine, and this is a Primatech. This is green gold, quina sienna. This is Luna Violet and Sogalit Genuine. It's a Primatech too. So this colors goes in the same here in my fab box.
Unknown color.
Please. Pardon?
I think somebody's microphone was on.
Okay, so this is the pool position, and now we go for some, I show you something. So I change my colors a little bit to show you. And so we have I look at, this is a warm color too. And that's oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And this is, so we have changed the colors, and this is the warm side, and this is the cool side. And now when I have make these fab cards, you can organize your colors and you can look which color can be partners. So I make some mixes and I show it to you. First, I make a mix card. So I can see all the colors in mixes. And I have just wait a little bit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow. And I have 4 red. And I have 4 blue. That's my primaries. Where is my blue? Where is my, here, my turquoise. And I have in this, I have some chokers. So buff titanium, no, that's not right. It's not a yellow, but I used my green gold is my choker for yellow. You see, it's not much far away when you see it like that. And my turquoise is my choker for blue and for green. So I have 4 greens too. And my quina sienna is my choker for red. So I can have a red and I can have a brown. And my violet, you can use to blue and to red. It's a choker too. So that's to my colors. And this Sugilite I have for some water and for the shimmer on the water, and for some things on Christmas, I like to have the glimmer and the glimmer too. I use the colors, it's my blue, my cobalt blue granulated, but I want to show you something from the granulating later. You must be afraid for granulating. You can use it for all things. You can use it for old wood, for barns, for old metal, and you can use it for stones. And I like it to use it in some plants. And I make with the colors the 4 seasons. And here you see the spring, the summer, the autumn, and the winter. And I have some spring colors, summer colors, autumn colors, and winter colors. And I show you later how I do. And so we paint maybe the spring together. And this mix, I make it from my colors. That's all the mixes from my primary colors. And that's some swatches I make, just little landscapes, and you can see which color I use. And so you can look which color you need. And you can go inside and can change the colors. And that's, for me, it's a very good thing to look for special values and for special times and for special landscapes. So I always have a little bit a color finder. And for the color finder, I always use the color bears. And I show you my color bears. This is an example for brown. It's an example for winter and summer. It's the same color. It's quina sienna and cobalt blue. And it's just a way you mix. Have you more quina sienna? So it's summertime for a summer tree. And this is more blue. So you have a winter tree. And I make this color bears.
Sabina, everyone in the chat likes your bears. They're very cute.
They're adorable. Oh my gosh, so cute.
The bears. So I have the buff titanium for each color. I can look, and this is my book that are 47 shades of gray. And I can look about, I have a gray, and here I have a gray. And when I look for special greens, I can look, and it's always the same colors. The right ear, it's the color aureolin everywhere, and the left ear, it's the same like on my fab card. It's always, you see this nice granulation. It's just aureolin, and it's lunar violet. And so you can go over there and look and have just fun. And this Aussie red gold, that's a color from my heart. I just must have it. It's like very, it's a very strong color, and it's a very powerful color. And I love it very much. And when I look at my fab card, you see it's the quina purple, it's the same. And the quina pink and the opera pink, I just need pinks. I don't know why, but I need 2 pinks. My heart tell me I need 2 pinks. Okay. And the blue, I take the lavender too, because when I need a season and it's a little bit foggy, so I use the buff titanium or the lavender to make it a little bit more smooth, the color. And turquoise, it's my choker color. Okay, sub green, it's remind me on the land I live. It's the green in the hills from the Emmental and the Jadeit, that's the greens from the figs. And so the lunar violet I use for the mountains. And so it's always colors from the land I live. And that's colors from my heart too, because the quina purple and the pink, I love very much. And the Aussie red gold, that's my favorite colors. And so I show you something I find out. You see, that's a hot pressed paper, and you see the granulation here. And sometimes we want to have a granulation, but sometimes I'm a little bit afraid at granulation. And so I show you where you can use the color and the heater to have no granulation on your paper. So don't be afraid. You can play with the colors and you can show it where you want to go with no granulation. You just must heat it. When I go to the lunar violet, it's the color with the most granulation. And when you want to have granulation, you need much water. And when you have a rough paper, so you can have more granulation.
Sabine, I'm curious.
Yes,
Is that a heat gun that you're using or a hair dryer that you're using?
it's a heat gun.
Amazing.
It's a heat gun.
Thanks.
It's like a craft heat tool. I have one too. You can get them on Amazon or at a craft store.
But it always works with the hair dryer too. It works with the hair dryer too, and it works when you get when you make the color on your paper and let it dry like that. And that's the cobalt blue.
So Sabine, is the heat tool canceling out the granulation?
Yes.
Wow.
So basically, if you dry it really quickly, the granulation doesn't have time to settle, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
And it always works with the hair dryer. And you see cobalt blue, when you want to have a sky without granulation, you just heat it. And the granulation is away. And you see the lunar violet? So you can use it both ways.
So interesting, Sabine. I never tried that.
So, and just we come to the spring colors. And I used buff titanium. That's the spring. Maybe it's a little bit cooler now when I come with the spring. And aureoline, opera pink, lavender, King's Royal blue, green gold, and sub green.
You have beautiful rainbows in your color set.
Thank you. And this is spring for me.
So Sabine,
Yes.
the reason why you chose your colors, I seem to remember that it's because of the seasons of the year. Like you try to represent, is that it? That you try to represent the 4 seasons? Or am I mistaken?
The reason I chose my colors is I want to have the colors from my land I live, and and I can show the seasons from the land I live, or yeah, just in Middle Europe.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you.
And so we can try these colors here to paint the spring. And when you have, when the spring is coming, you have just a little cool sky. In Germany, also like in Switzerland. And the first trees that comes out are very, very young green. It's a very fresh green. It's a, we tell it March green.
Really?
And
So this
May,
very-
May. Yes, you're right. Excuse me. It's very wet, you see, but we go here with the brush inside and make a little bit dry brush in the foreground. And you can mix it a little bit with the sub green. And when you are in the springtime, always there's a little bit there. The bottom is sometimes a little bit dirty from melting snow or it's raining. And so you make it on the bottom. And you can set some greens like here. And a little bit from here inside. A little bit more warm. So the sun is just coming. And the next is the summer. And the aureolin is in every season. And here's the quina pink. And the anthrax scarlet. The red apples. And a little bit buff. And a blue sky. King's Royal Blue.
Huh.
And the Jade Genuine. I love this color. It's, when I see it, I always think on the figs in the mountains. It's, I love it. And so you can mix it a little bit for the foreground, and you get in the sky. You can see the blue sky. And a little bit from the buff for a little bit foggy in a summer morning. Can be so.
This is summer now?
Please?
This is summer?
Yes.
Okay.
And in the summer, we have the sub green and the jaded. So the
you mix
greens.
the two colors. You mix jadeite and sub green together.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can choose it for alone, because the green in the summer, it's always a little bit more green, because when you have summer rain, so the greens get a little bit more wet and darker. And sometimes you have a little bit puppies standing on the grass. And when it's very, very hot in the summer, so your green have a little bit more an olive tone, an olive value. And now we go in the autumn. And in the autumn, you can use the colors a little bit more strong. And now the Aussie red gold is coming. Oops. And the andere scarlet.
We have about 1 minute, Sabina. Time goes fast.
Okay. Okay.
I have full confidence she can finish her third painting in that time. Her first one was instant. It was amazing how quickly it appeared on the page.
And this is the sienna. And cobalt blue. And turquoise. And just 5 minutes, John. So I show you maybe my favorite. That's my favorite mixes that I love very much. And you see it's the greens and the violet, the purple, the queen of purple, and the sub green and the queen of purple and the jaded, and with green gold. And here is the purple, queen of purple with Aussie red gold. And yes. And this is the aureoline with the lunar violet. And I love to, yes, to play with my colors and to show you my color world. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was very nice. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much, Sabine. We loved it.
Thank you.
Sabine.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
An
Sabine.
hour, an hour goes pretty quick. Half an hour really flies.
Mm.
So thank you very much. So with that, Min,
Yes.
you're up.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Sabine, for your presentation. It was so relaxing that I feel now more relaxed. To start my presentation, I want to share with you, maybe firstly, I want to start with the way how I compose my palette. So here is my dot cards, and I divide my palette into three groups, three sections. So the first one I call it earth colors. So it's like a globe of earth, like the earth, and it contains colors like earth colors, grays, color which has higher granulation, more effects, and it's more opaque, and it's and I choose earth color based on the region, like based on the landscape, on the region I paint. And for example, if I paint Italian landscape, I will choose more sienna, more like Italian burnt sienna, or Piemontite color. And when I paint like Asian landscape, I will switch a little bit. I will use more gray colors or more yellowish colors. So actually my palette, I compose it for painting landscape, cityscape, like more industrial subjects, and I focus mostly on painting European landscape and Asian landscape. So this is how it go. So the first group is earth color. The second group, I call it nature. So it's everything which cover the earth, like water, sky, trees, and so on. So here I have nature color. It starts from cold to warm. I start with ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, manganese blue hue, cobalt blue, viridian, and jadeite genui. And sometimes I switch the color. For example, if I paint Asian landscape, I choose jadeite because I feel that jadeite is something very fit to the Asian culture, and the fit to the trees, which to the greens color, which are more like dark, more cold compared to more brownish green in Europe. So, for example, when I paint European landscape, I will switch jadeite to, for example, sap green or pearland green, undersea green. So those green which contain more grayish, more yellowish colors. And the third group, I call it light and shadow. So it's like it comes from light to shadow. It's from Hansa yellow medium, permanent orange, pyro red, quinacridone magenta, cobalt violet deep, cobalt blue violet, shadow violet, and neutral tint. So as you can see, we have a lot of violet here. And in this group, I choose color which are more transparent to show the nature of the light. I choose color which are more bright, and color which has higher mixing potential. So it's easier to mix one of those light and shadow color with other colors to get some more some nice tone. So this is the idea, to have three groups, which maybe the same number of colors, and Sometimes I just switch one or two color just to change the motif. Based on the motif I paint, like Asian or European. So I will show you a few examples how I switch colors. So for example, if I go and paint more seascape, like landscape with water and so on, I will add more greens, maybe 2 more greens to my entire palette. So it will shift my palette into this greenish, bluish color. If I go to paint mountains, or I go to paint like landscape which are more dry, I will put more earth color, I will put more yellow color to shift entire palette into this yellowish tone. One of the idea here is I try to keep the balance between color which has color which are transparent and color which are opaque. So opaque colors like here, I use when I have to paint like more industrial motifs, like when you paint street, you paint concrete, you paint cities, big cities, you paint like busy street of Hanoi with a lot of high humid and a lot of pollution in the air. I will use opaque color. And if you want to show like beautiful landscape, clean sky, I will use more transparent color just to show to create the feeling of this clean clean and transparent sky. And with the same idea of separating colors into 3 groups, I want to show you something. Yes, this is my palette. Yeah, here I just make my palette. I divide it in 3 groups: earth, nature, and light and shadows. But for example, if you paint portraits, you paint figure, I would divide the color into skin tones. Skin tone would be first group, cold and warm. So this would be, I just switch one of the group, like earth color, I just switch earth color to the skin tone colors, and I will have a palette which will be fit to paint portraits. And for skin tones, I will use transparent colors. I will use color with less granulation and color with higher mixing potential. And the same for the flowers, motifs, botanical motifs. I will keep warm, cold, and neutral. And for neutral, I use more green than violet. So in this way, when I share this idea, like 3 groups idea with my students, they can create their own palette based on the motifs they paint, and based on this idea, they can switch the color which would be fit more for the motifs they paint the most. So as you can see, I have 20 colors. I have more than 18. I have 20 colors. So here are 3 groups, and I add 2 more colors, which are ultramarine. Yeah, I put them separately. Ultramarine and Jedi. Okay, so ultramarine is here. So I feel that ultramarine is color which fit more to the European skies, more to European landscape. Sometimes I take out ultramarine when I paint like Asian motifs, and the same Jedi, I feel that it fit more for Asian landscape. I want to show you few of my favorite mix, so I will mix it now. So firstly, we will start with the sky. So for example, when I paint like sky in some Mediterranean places, like maybe skies in Greece or in Italy, I will start with ultramarine. So the top of the sky will be very dark, very bluish ultramarine color. And when it goes down, I will use manganese blue in the lower part of the sky. Just to create the effect of the transition, like from warm to from cold to warm with the sky. But sometimes I feel that ultramarine is just too deep to paint the sky, like sky in Poland. The color will be a little bit different. In Poland, we will see more like cobalt blue on the top and manganese on the lower part. If I have to choose just two colors to paint my entire painting, I would pick ultramarine blue, and I will mix with burnt sienna. So this is like a classic mix, burnt sienna, ultramarine blue. So depend on the proportion, you can have you can have gray, we can have a more warm tone, or you can have more cool tone. So if you have to paint the landscape like a background, the background I will use the mix which contain more ultramarine color. Like for example, we have some trees in the back, and we have some stones or some details, some trees or wooden sticks here on the foreground. I will use more burnt sienna. So I feel this is like a very the mix which is very easy to use, like the combination with ultramarine and burnt sienna. Another combination which I very like is viridian. And I combine it with quinacridone magenta. Probably you can use azarin crimson as well, but I feel that this is those two colors, viridian, quinacridone magenta. This is those two pigments when you combine together and you have gray color. So this is the shortest way, just combining two pigments to get to the gray tones. Oh, you see you have the gray tones here. So with the right proportion, we have gray. If you add more quinacridone magenta, you have more reddish tone, and if you add more viridian, you have more greenish. But with the right amount, it will be great. And what is interesting that after it dry, those two tones will separate. It will separate, and you will see the granulation effect between like quinacridone magenta and viridian. Let's try some, like for example, we have like we paint cityscape. We have like very industrial place. I very like the combination of cobalt teal blue. This is cobalt teal blue, and I combine with the cobalt blue violet. So it go like that. That you have more cobalt teal on the top, and more cobalt blue violet in the bottom. So it's like a concrete like a road that the upper part it reflects the sky on the concrete road, and the lower part you see is more you see more shadow here. So I like this transition from the teal to violet. You can use the same idea. Sometimes I'm using is cobalt teal, and I mix with shadow violet on the bottom, and you create the the same effect that you have like a city, like a road here. You have and somewhere there you have trees reflecting on the street. I have one gray color, is gray titanium. And for this gray, sometimes I use white as well, but I think I would prefer gray. When I paint the cityscape, which I want to add like the effect of high humid in the air, I will add gray. So for example, if you have like a building, like in the street, you have like a building with some window and so on. So if you use just yellow ochre and burnt sienna, you have something like that. But when you add opaque color, like this titanium, gray titanium, maybe I paint here. You will create the effect that this is something like something dirty is covering this building, or this is like a busy street with a lot of pollution is covering this building, and you feel that there is something dirty in the air. So I very like this effect of busyness, the street, that you just add granulation and you just add this opaque color just to create the feeling that this street is not that clean. So in this way, I want to create the feeling of the Asian street, that it is more busy. And so when people when they look at the painting, they feel that this is in Asia. This is somewhere this is a lot of people around, a lot of noise around, and so on. And when I go with Europe, I will when I paint the European landscape, I will paint more clean colors. So I want to show you as well the skin tone. Yeah, the skin tone. I use quinacridone magenta for most of the time for my skin tone, and I add yellow ochre, or sometimes I can add napes yellow as well. So yellow ochre, quinacridone magenta. This is like a European skin tone. But when I come back to Vietnam, I feel that this color doesn't fit to Asian skin. So I will add more gray. I will add more gray to this color. So we will have something like that. Or for shadow, well, like skin in the shade is very. I go with the same combination like here, like before, quinacridone magenta and viridian. Quinacridone magenta and viridian, and you create this shadow, the skin. I mean the shade of the skin, but somehow you will see a little bit of greenish in this I mean, in the shade we see a little bit of green tone as well.
Did you add, Min, did you add viridian to the previous mix to make the shadows?
Yeah. For shadow, I like the gray color. I put viridian
Yes.
and quinacridone magenta.
Only
So
these two.
Yeah, only these two. This is the shortest way to get to the gray color.
Okay,
So with
viridian
the
and magenta. Thank you.
viridian, you can use azarin crimson. I think azarin crimson is and viridian, it will be the perfect mix. But I don't use azarin crimson because it has low light fastness, so I just switch to the quinacridone magenta. But as you can see, magenta and viridian, you have like very nice
That would
gray.
be for all skin tones.
No, just for the shade. Just for the shade.
Yeah. For the shade of
The
any
shade.
skin tone.
I'm using for Asian skin
For
tone.
Asian,
I think
better.
for European, I will add more brownish color. I will add a little bit of burnt sienna to it, something like that. I add a little bit burnt sienna because like Asian skin is very pale, and you don't see this brownish tone that much.
So what color would you add? Sorry, I missed that.
Burnt sienna.
Burnt sienna.
Yeah, burnt sienna.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think this few combination, I hope this inspire it will inspire you to mix. I try to keep it very simple. I just make most of the time I mix two colors to get to what I want to have, and sometimes I just add a little bit of third color, but I try to make it clean, like two colors, to get some nice value.
Some combinations.
Okay,
Thank
so
you so
do you
much.
have any questions?
You have explained everything so clearly that it's lovely. We understand very well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Do you have any paintings to show?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I have. So I will have solo exhibition in October. So now I'm working on I will have the series of sun and sea. So I will paint like seascape, sunrise, sunset, and so on. So this one here is this is my newest one. This is the landscape in Phu Quoc, in the island in the south of Vietnam. So it's like a twilight. And here I'm using combination of lunar black and piemontite to create this brownish, but this granulation effect. For trees, it's mostly I'm using viridian. I'm using jadeite. For Asian, for Vietnamese trees, because I feel that the trees is more like more cool, more cold. I have the big one here as well. Here is this is the same. This is street of Phu Quoc. Okay,
Wow, so much details. It's fascinating.
okay. This. So this is like a
Is this still Vietnam?
Yeah, this is Vietnam. This is the an island in the south of Vietnam. You have the city with fish boat here, but now they invest a lot of they are big in developer company which invest a lot of money here to build these kind of things. And yes, and I will have solo exhibition there, so I have to paint around 20 paintings of Phu Quoc landscape.
I love the point of view, like you're getting ready to come down the tram, huh? Beautiful.
Yes,
Okay,
amazing.
maybe the last one, maybe not Phu Quoc. I have the train like in Hanoi. This is like a railway station in Hanoi. We have the railway station is here. You have the train, which is red. And I very like the because Hanoi is very busy street. It's like, it's never sleep. So I want to, sometimes I just add a little bit of this abstract effect. I just throw the color just to create this feeling of busyness, of craziness of the city. So John have been in Hanoi as well, and he I think John
Can confirm that,
you know,
right?
you know what I mean about the busyness of Hanoi street.
Is that so, John?
What's that?
Is it really a very busy city?
Saigon? Ho Chi Minh?
Hanoi.
Absolutely.
Hanoi.
Hanoi's not as much as Saigon, but it certainly has more mopeds and people on bikes than anywhere I've seen in the world.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
What
That's
fantastic.
beautiful.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think it will be it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We loved
Thank
it.
you very much. And
Thank you
Sabina,
very
thank you very much. And with that, we have a couple of minutes left. What I'm going to ask, is there anybody that was doing artwork during the time that wants to show their artwork?
Anybody painted along?
I did a little. So this is Sabine's, and those are the colors that I had, and a little practice of the of the spring and summer.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
Very nice.
yeah, thank you, Sabine. It was lovely. And I don't have all the colors, but you have such a beautiful, I just love it. I agree with Caroline. It's a beautiful rainbow there, and the bears, of
You
course.
made bears.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And here is Min. I don't have as many colors, but I'm going to be practicing more the skin tones. I loved his combinations. I don't have all the colors, but great to learn a few things about grays and skin tones. So thank you so much.
Very nice. Thank you.
Lovely.
nice.
Yay, Anna.
Yeah. No bingo today. Yeah, but almost.
Very nice.
Fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you, Sabine. Thank you, Ming. Thank you, John.
You're
Thank
so
you
welcome.
all.
All right. So with that, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sabina. Thank you, Min. Thank you, all Barnabas, for answering questions in the background. Much appreciated. Good to see all of you. I hope you're out of the heat, at least for a little while. And I hope you can join us tomorrow, Friday. So with that, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
See you,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.